In this tutorial, we're going to go through adding the balloon pop. We've got the objects that are going to fall on the balloon and we want it to kind of explode. So we double click in an empty space, making sure that objects layer is selected. And this time we're not going to add a sprite, we're going to add particles. And those particles we're going to call balloon pop. Okay, so again, you click anywhere. It kind of looks the same thing. It looks like we're just adding a sprite, but this has a different aspect to it. So we're going to load a graphic here. And so I've already created a balloon fragment. So it's just kind of an edged out version of the balloon. So we're going to add the balloon fragment and we're going to close that. So here we have this balloon pop. Okay, so we need to add some aspects or change some aspects in the properties to this, because this already comes, it's not a typical sprite. Well, it is a sprite, but it's a different kind of sprite. And so it has different types of properties. So we're going to go through this list of, so we're going to change the spray cone. So the spray cone is the angle of where this kind of the particles emit to. And so currently it's 60 degrees. We want 360 degrees to make it a complete circle. And we don't want it continuous. We just, pop is just like one thing goes off. So we're going to make it one shot. The image is done. That's already edited. So now we're going to change the speed. So I've got some settings already configured. You can change it afterwards if you want to change something, make it bigger, make it kind of wilder. That's up to you. But for now, let's just go with this, and it's nice and straightforward. You can change it afterwards. So the speed is 400, the size is 10, the opacity, we'll leave that. The randomizer, we're going to make that 50, so it's going to be add some randomness to the x and y coordinates. So 20 on that. Speed, again, each one of these is going to kind of change, make it look a little bit more natural. Leave these 0. Acceleration, we're going to make it -200, so it slows down. Gravity, we want it to kind of fall to the floor. Ultimately, we want it to fall off the screen, so we'll give it quite a high gravity, so it really kind of sucks it down. And randomizer for the angle of the shapes, give it 20. And we should, and the opacity, we want it to kind of fade a little bit and make it a little bit random in that sense. And we'll give it 2 seconds to time out. All right, so we're just going to test this. Press play. There we go. So we saw that that pop. It just happened here and kind of fell away. We'll just hit F5 to refresh that. There we go. Okay, so we're going to move this off screen because when we start the game, we have to have it on screen, but we don't want to see it. So we'll move this far off screen so we don't, not too far, so we don't see it when we actually play the game. Now we're going to code it in. So we only want it to occur when one of these blocks touches the balloon. So we go back to the event sheet. So on collision with square block, this is the bit where we want to add that balloon pop. So we're going to set the balloon, because what we want to say on collision balloon, we want the balloon to create the balloon pop. So we say balloon, we're going to spawn another object from the balloon, and that object is going to be the balloon pop. So that's going to be image point 0. Click done. Now we need to move this. So at the moment, the balloon pop is over here, and so if it happened, it would just kind of happen somewhere randomly, maybe here, maybe somewhere else. What we want to do is we want it to happen here, right in the middle of the balloon, and so we need another action here. So we've said balloon spawn balloon pop, and now we need to move the balloon pop into the right place. So we're going to add another action, balloon pop, and we want to set position. So we want to set position to another object, and that another object is balloon. Okay, now at this point, we want the balloon to disappear. We don't actually want the balloon there anymore, we just want the pop. So we add another action, and we say balloon pop, and we want to destroy the balloon pop. The balloon. So we select the balloon and we destroy the balloon. Okay, let's test that out. Move this out of the way. There we go. So as you can see, hit F5 again. Move the ball. There we go. As soon as one of these touches it, let's just see if we can make sure it goes past it, because you always want to test that aspect. There we go. Hit that again. See if I can kind of control it so it can rest. Oh, missed one, going down. Okay, so that's the control for and the animation. Click save. Okay, in the next tutorial, we're going to add the distance it travels and kind of indicate that it's moving through the sky, because obviously at the moment it's just kind of white background, and we want some clouds to kind of indicate that it's going through some clouds, moving up through the clouds, and we want to see the distance it's getting. So that'll be happening in the next tutorial.